And that gives them an advantage in the post with some of our smaller guards, and I think those just mismatches, they took advantage of it in the first half, and it kind of got us on our heels. So, kind of set the tone for the game, the first half especially. Kind of got us a little anxious, I think. But I think in the second half we kind of adjusted. We started going over screens, and we weren't switching as much.
The team seemed a little flat in the first half, making a lot of turnovers and just not getting good shots. Is that fair to say? Or?
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, that's one of our goals. He wants us. We've been getting a lot of turnovers in the first half, and he said if we get around 10 turnovers in the first half, it's going to be a tough game. And it was. We had 7 turnovers in the first half.
What did you guys do different in the second half?
I just think we came out harder. I mean,
I think it's an intensity level.
Yeah.
Like we start the game and we think we're warmed up, and then we get out there, and then it like everyone's not like going as hard as they possibly can. And when you have that, and you have people getting in foul trouble, which is I think another reason why we were so flat. I know we got like early fouls.
Yeah.
That makes you kind of feel like you have to play a little more reserved. You can't like play. You know what I mean? You're worried about fouls rather than just playing. And that changed your mindset. So.
And we're down. We're down at the half. So many games we've played, we've been down at halftime, and I think that does spark something inside of us. But we need to start with that the entire game. Just kind of build off of it.
Anything specific that you guys did in the second half that got you back in the game?
I think it's our defense.
Yeah,
I mean, we changed our defense, and we weren't switching everything, and we started going over more, and just like sticking with your own girl and trying to take away baseline and some of the like tendencies for the other players. And when we did that, I think we started to get a few stops. And once you get a few stops, you start to get a little momentum, and then it starts to build up. But unfortunately, it wasn't enough at the end.
Yeah, I think we need to really focus on stopping our own player. And we did have a different defensive kind of mindset coming into that game. We were switching a lot of screens, but we still got it. I think in the second half we were better about stopping our girl, and then we didn't have to help as much. And then, but yeah, they hit some big shots down towards the end of the game, like Coach said, and it really kind of put the nail in the coffin.
Your offense did a lot better in the second half too.
Yeah.
Shot better, moved the ball a little bit better.
I think we started making shots.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, in the first half, when you're playing anxious, you're playing a little bit reserved. You're not going to shoot as well. We don't come out quite as loose, and then the first half, it honestly feels like the first half is our warm up, and then the second half is how our first half should be. So that's an adjustment we have to make for the future, and I think we've been trying to make, but
it's hard to be completely confident with our offense too, and we're not hitting the shots. In the second half, we were hitting the shots. We were all feeling really good, and it just kind of gave us like a boost. I mean, I thought we offensive rebound really well in the first half, and then it carried over in the second half too.
All right. Thank you very much, ladies.
Thank you.
thank you.
Somebody else.
And then they played harder on the defensive end than what our offense was, and that's why they were able to make us miss.
Did you say anything specific to your players at halftime to turn things around a little bit?
Well, we had to make some adjustants on the defensive end. We had a game plan coming in. We had to kind of abandon it because it wasn't working as good as we'd like. And so we did a couple of adjustments on the defensive end, which worked early on. And then they had, and then we executed a little bit better on the offensive end, obviously, and we're able to get the ball to where we wanted to get it. And so all the things we were moving a little bit in our direction.
Yeah, you started to gain some momentum, and the girls were, I call them girls, women, were doing a lot better job in all areas of the game.
Yeah, we played better. I mean, we played the way we should play. You got to play hard for 40 minutes, not 20. It's not a 20-minute game. And we didn't play hard for 40. And so we got ourselves in trouble. And it's been a constant, I think we anointed ourselves a good team before a good team is ever. You don't become a good team until the season's over. When the season's over, you can sit there and say, "Wow, that was a good team." During the season, you got to earn all this stuff.
You led by 2 with about 4:30 left.
They made some plays.
Yeah, I was just going to say that you couldn't sustain it though.
No, they made some plays. And I think we made. I think we had a really bad possession on offense. I wanted something, and one of the girls broke off and tried to make a play, and that's not what I wanted. And it kind of got them back some momentum. Is basically what happened. So it was my fault. I needed to tell the person exactly what I wanted, so I'm going to take the blame on it. But no, we had a chance. We got ourselves back in the game, and they made two big shots. Big 3 by Bottriff, and a big pull-up 2 by
Number 10?
Number 22. You know, and number 10 made a big 3 too. I mean, she made a big 3 also. So.
Yeah, that
I
put
think
them up
they
by
had-
6.
Yeah, they went up by 6. I mean, they made 2 big 3s in a row, and I think they had a big 2 in there also. We didn't execute on the offensive end properly, and they made 2 really big shots.
So was it basically the effort that there wasn't sustained?
Yeah, I wasn't happy with the effort that happened. You know, we had a game plan, and obviously the game plan wasn't working. But sometimes, you know, a game plan doesn't work because the people don't play hard enough. And we didn't play hard enough to have the game plan work. So we had to abandon that one and then start playing harder and doing something different. So this has been a group that bounces back. This group has bounced back every time we've been in trouble. We're in a lot of trouble now. So we only got one way to go. You know, we don't go forward and we don't start winning games, and especially home games. You know, we'll be at best a 500 team, and this isn't a 500 team that's sitting in here. So we can't lose 4 home games. We talked about winning every home game this year. We got 4 losses at home. So I don't know what it's going to take for them to understand that we don't lose at home. We can't lose at home, but they better start now. Because if we drop another one here, we're going to be pretty much done, I think.
Okie dokie.
All right.
Understood.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Fred.